Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to your favorite podcast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we quarantining with Griffin. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Riffin with Griffin. Once again, my delicious theme song is still going strong. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Riffin with Griffin. This is a solo quarantine episode. I guess everybody's doing them. Can't have a guest over, so I'm doing it by myself. I just hope everybody's safe out there. And, you know, it's been a week. I don't know how long this has been. This is like quarantine day 5 or 6 for me. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy times out there. I think people are going mad, people are singing Imagine on Instagram like crazy people. It's just funny how serious they're taking it. That's what really cracks me up about that. But, you know, it is what it is. People are trying to find their way. You know, you're just cooped up in the house. It's weird. It's challenging relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like, I'm real serious with my girl, but like she's here with me and it's just like, we're learning how it is 24 hours a day with somebody, and it could be challenging for all of us out there. So, and it's okay to have whatever feelings you have, by the way. If you're feeling bad, you're feeling good, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sad, these are normal feelings. We don't know what the hell's going on in the world right now. We don't know if they're close to finding a vaccine. We can't get any real information. It seems to be politicized. Like we don't know what's going on. Like is China telling us the truth that there's no more virus is being spread there? They haven't had any new cases. But then you look at CNN and they're like, you can't believe what they're saying. And then you find out something's going on in, Japan wasn't testing, then we can't get enough tests here. I mean, it's really crazy what's happening right now. This is unprecedented. I've never experienced anything like this in my life, and I'm in the entertainment business. The entertainment business is usually foolproof through everything, wars, through all kinds of stuff. People still need entertainment, but now we're in a situation where, like, if you're a stand-up comedian and this is like your business, this is like your livelihood, you, like everyone else who can't go out and do their job, we for real can't go out and do our job. Like we can't go on planes to go to like places that have 250 plus people in a room. We can't be there. I mean, it's not safe. So right now our business is shut down, and I don't know where it's going to be in the foreseeable future. For me, thank God, here's podcasting. This is great. So I can still bring you guys content. I'm going to be doing Skype calls with people. I might have my girl on. Just who knows? This is what we got to do. We just got to do like this to keep bringing you entertainment. Also just to stay connected with the people, right? This is like the thing, like just to stay connected. Like I find myself calling people, and people are calling me who I've never talked to on the phone before, or even wanted to talk to on the phone before. Not that I don't like those people. It's just that we live in a time where we don't talk to people. But now it's like, we're giving people a call. And the funny part about it is, you're like, when you're not answering your phone, you're clearly saying to somebody, I don't want to talk to you right now. I just don't want to talk to you because you home. You know what I mean? Like, what you telling people? You not home. Everybody's home. So if you're not answering the call, it's like a clear sign. Like, hey, guess what? Don't call me. I'm not trying to talk to you right now. But, it's just very interesting. I wish there was more facts. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I don't know enough about it. And I don't know if I can trust what I see online. And then personally for me, it's like, I've talked about my mom, my mom's got dementia, and it's just, she gets it, but doesn't get it. Like she wants to go out. She wants to go see, a relative that's not alive anymore. And she's like, I got to go over there. So it's like, I feel for all those people out there who are dealing with that, who are dealing with like, and then, a loved one in that age group that is really susceptible to getting this. It's like a dangerous age level. That's where my parents are. So I'm really worried about them. And then like you hear about these people that of that certain age, they're dying alone. If they contract it, they have to be isolated, and then no one can visit them, and they're just sitting there waiting to die. I mean, it's just a nightmare. And I feel for anybody out there in that situation right now. So that's why, these people who are out on the beach, and these young people who are just being young, I'm not going to get on them for being young and dumb and selfish, because that's when you are. You're in your early 20s, you're in college, you've been planning a trip, and here you are. And now you can't do the thing that you wanted to do, and you're feeling selfish. Like, I'm not getting sick. But you don't understand that, like, you could be a carrier and you could be carrying it to other people. That's what it is. You don't know. You don't want to get near your older parents, and then you don't even know that you're sick and you're getting them sick, and then they die because of that. Is it worth, spring break? It's crazy. And just think of all, like, just how the entertainment business alone, how it's shut down. Like, productions have shut down. All the shows have shut down. Look at sports, man. Look at, like, the NBA. Like, I had Clipper tickets, and now I'm wondering will we even see the NBA again this season? Like, or how long? Forget the seasons. Like, how long before we're actually going to see the NBA again? Who knows? We'll be able to, like, I don't know if I want to watch it with, like, nobody in the stands. Maybe they'll do it in a gym or something. Like, is that part of what makes it fun? Is, like, watching it, like, in front, like you were watching people play in front of a bunch of people? I don't know, man. So, like, that pretty sucks. And then, like, I kind of feel weird. Like, I'm watching ESPN every day. Like, I watch First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. And they're doing business as usual. They're talking about football and free agency and all this stuff. And it's just kind of weird to me to think that, like, I guess it's like wishful thinking. It's hopeful thinking that, hey, by the time football seasons come, this will be all normal and we'll be back to normal. But, I mean, there's a chance that we won't be back to normal for a few months. And then what happens? Like, are those teams practicing, or they've been told to stay at home? Like, when is there going to be a nationwide everybody stay at home? And then what will that do for sports? I'm just talking about sports in particular, but of course I care about everybody that, everybody's suffering. But, this is content for me. I'm just talking about the things that I see that's going on. And I just feel like just that aspect of it just shows you how the rippling effects of that I'm saying. Because, you're talking about a sports arena. Forget the players, the people that make the most money, and they'll be able to survive for years without having to work. But there's all those stadium workers. There's all those people that work in the back, the underbelly of what makes things work, the parking people. And, even those crazy dudes outside who were like, hey, you got tickets? You got tickets? I'm selling tickets, buying tickets. Like, what are they doing right now? You know what I mean? They're going to be selling, like, corona tests, maybe, coronavirus test. You got a test? I got a test. You got extra tests? Something like that. But, to this point right now, I don't know. So just think about all the people that's involved there. And then extrapolate that to, like, the TV revenue. So then you got the TV revenue, and that's generated by, like, Nike and all these kind of companies, and all those places are shut down. So it's like, it's like a ripple effect, and how will it restart? So I just see sports as being like a thing. So I don't know if the NFL is going to come back. They keep talking like it is, and I just think I hope it happens, but it feels like it's wishful thinking. So, and then I'm an LA person. I'm in LA. So the Clippers, like, of course, when the Clippers are favored to win the championship, favored to at least get to the championship, to be in the top 3 teams, this happens. Man, dude. As a Clipper fan, I feel super shitty. And you know what? And I also feel bad for, like, LeBron James, just as a side, like, just to keep things light right now. It's heavy, but I just want to keep some things light. Just think about this guy. He's, like, about to retire. He's, like, three years away from not being elite anymore. And he's, like, really about to do something special. Maybe take the Lakers to the championship, and boom. So who knows? Like, and he won't be the same player in 9 months, 10 months. Who knows? So, it's like those are the kind of little things that have, like, all these, ripple effects from what's happening right now. And then people are getting on the president. I don't know if he's doing a good job or not in terms of this. I think it was just all wishful thinking. I hate to think that there's politics involved in the kind of information that is being put out, that the things that people are saying, about the virus and how bad or good it is, or where we are in the progress, and these estimations of, like, 100 million people are going to get it, and all these kinds of things, and then trying to make sure not everybody gets it at once, and to get, so I don't know the information that's being put out of the White House, if this is, 100% accurate, or if it's for our benefit not to know everything. I mean, I just don't know. It's just weird times right now. It really is weird times. Never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. I'm good, everybody. I've been doing good. I was sick like months ago, just like I had a bad sinus infection. It was affecting everything in my voice. And I naturally get that every year. And like we're coming up on cold and flu season. So it's like, it's like if anybody even just has a cold, it's crazy. You can't even be near people. Like you go outside and you talk to somebody, somebody sneezes and they act like somebody called grenade, you know what I mean? Or if you clear your throat or anything like that. So it's like, it's best that we just keep away from everybody right now. I mean, I know that's just the message that everybody's given, but like, I just saw that thing about those kids on the beach and I just like, just to bring it up again, I saw them and they were just talking just like kids, we've been planning this for weeks and, it's like, damn, dude, get out of there. Look at me though. I shaved my mustache and I'm just right now bringing it up. This is how crazy my shit is right now. I shaved, cut my hair, because what is there to do? And people are like, "Oh, you cut your mustache." People acting like it's a finger. It's already growing back. Look, I already got stubble and stuff. If I want to grow it back, I'll grow it back. But I kind of like this baby face look. Look like I'm 11 and a half years younger. But then the mustache made me look 11 and a half years. Maybe the mustache made me look like 16 years older. So now I'm 11 and a half years younger. So am I like 5 years off my regular age, over or under? I can't really tell. I want to call some people too, though. I will be doing that. I mean, I'm doing some Skype calls. I already talked to a few people. Get them on the horn, find out what people are doing. I mean, I'm personally going stir crazy. It's one thing, like some people are shut-ins anyway. Some people love to be at home and they just don't like to go out. But there's something about having the option to go out, but you decided not to go out. That's on you. But when you're at your place and somebody says to you, you cannot go out, now you like looking, you feeling like your place is small, even if it's not small. Like, I don't know what people are doing in New York. Like, I hear they're about to put everybody stay at home in New York. I mean, a lot of people in New York, there's people that live in like really small apartments. Like and if you got kids, like what do you do? They say you can go out and jog. I saw that like here in LA, you can go out, but you have to jog by yourself. So, it's like jog. Like I was going on walks and then, I got my girl here now. So it's like, what, like if we can't walk together or people are going to be like, hey, are we going to get tickets? Are people going to get pulled over? Like what's the thing? I just don't want it to get out of hand. I want everybody to like, stay calm. Let's just see where it goes. Food places are still open. They're doing, the business the best they can. And we're trying to like help people in terms of like, still go out and like help people by buying food and, buying food from restaurants while it's still there because this is decimating people's like livelihood, man. Shit. All my buddies that work in like food service, they've all been fired. Which kind of help. They've been fired by their employers because they can't pay them because there's no money coming in. But at the same time, firing people also helps them because then they can apply for unemployment. But who knows if that money's going to run out? Because how many people are going to apply for unemployment? If everybody applies for unemployment, do they have enough money to help people? Because literally everybody's unemployed unless you like work at like Amazon or Target or someplace like that that's still open, a supermarket. But is it enough hours to stay afloat? Like our apartment managers going to be like, are they going to be acting like slumlords right now? Are they going to realize what's going on right now and give people a break? Because everybody's struggling. Like, I hope that we're going to find out, about society right now when something with something like this. We're going to find out really like, do we love our fellow man? Are we going to help out? I mean, it's difficult. I mean, when is the next time I'm going to be on the Comedy Store stage? It's weird to think about. The Laugh Factory or the Improv or like go out of town. Just when am I going to be in front of like, hundreds of people, thousands of, for some of these other guys who are playing theaters and stuff like that. When will the entertainment business restart? Concerts and, like amusement parks and like all the things we sort of like take for granted because they're just there. And now we're just sitting here like, how important is entertainment to your everyday life? It seems to be pretty important if you think about it. I mean, some people like don't ever go to concerts. But if you ever go to like one concert, you should. I always say to people, make sure you go to whoever your favorite artist is. When they come to your town, go check them out. Go check them out and see, because it's like a real magical experience, especially if it's someone that you really love and admire. Even with sports, I always regretted never going to see Michael Jordan play live when he was at his prime, because I went and saw 55 Wizards, or whatever number he was playing when he was with the Wizards. I went to go see that, and it was cool. It was like, he's something electric about the guy, right? But there was a part of me that was like, damn, I wish I would have seen him when he was like at his peak. Like, I've seen Madonna like a couple times. I went to go see Madonna a few years ago, and she's cool. Madonna puts on a great show, but this is like, almost grandma Madonna. She's like in her 60s and she's still moving. I got to give it to her. She's doing her thing, but I'm like, damn, what was 31-year-old Madonna like on tour? Was it, she had more energy? Like, how was it? So, people are still great, even in their later years, but take advantage. Like, go see people. And now I don't know when we're going to be able to do that again. So, it's, man, I just hope everybody out there is staying safe. Stay safe, people. I mean, it's weird. All I've been doing now is just watching. I've been catching up on a bunch of shows, just watching TV. I'm just rambling with you guys right now. I know you're probably listening right now. This guy's just rambling. I'm rambling for you. Let's just ramble together. I've been watching shows. I watched this show on HBO, The Outsider. Oh shit, it was spooky. Spoiler alert. I won't even talk about like what happens in the show, but I like the pacing, and you'll finish it. It's 10 episodes. I don't know if they're going to have another season, but it's a complete, from start to finish, when it's done, you feel satisfied. You feel like, oh, okay, that was a cool, scary story. It's pretty intense. It's a supernatural thing. Then, so sometimes I like a good balance between like this could be real in real life. Like there's some reality to it, and then a hint at supernatural, but there's still a thought that it could possibly or not. So when I'm watching something, if I have the thought, like if you're watching Harry Potter, this is all science fiction, it's all fantasy. So you wrap your brain around that, you suspend your disbelief, and you're like, boom, here we are. Magic is real. It's in my mind. I'm in the world. I'll go with the rules. But something like this, like you're going, and then it's like there's a moment that it goes from like, oh, this is a misunderstanding to, oh, it's magic, and then you have to flip your brain. So that's the only thing that I don't know if I like that or not, but I did enjoy that show. So I do recommend you guys watching that show. And then I'm catching up on stuff that I never watched a lot of, like Key and Peele is on Hulu right now, right? And Key and Peele is so funny to watch on YouTube because you could just like see the sketches. Like, so you don't even need to watch episodes because it's just like sketch. But I turned the show on Hulu, and I've been seeing some of these sketches that I've been laughing at on on my YouTube, and that show is fucking funny. Like those two guys, Key and Peele. I mean, I just find myself like heartily laughing, like belly laughing at some of the ideas and sketches, and like the commitment that those two put into each character. I mean, it's so great. Like it really, I recommend, like if you just need a laugh and escape, like watch it on YouTube, or if you got Hulu, check out the episodes, because they even have their little funny interstitials. Like the last season that I'm watching right now, I think it was the last season, they were like in a car having conversations, and it has such great chemistry and rapport. It's really, really great to watch. And then I'm thinking about these movies in the theaters that like we're not going to be able to see. Like I wonder if they're just going to put movies like directly onto Netflix. If they're just going to go like, okay, or if they're going to be like, like buy the movie that, it's like, okay, it's now available on Apple, iTunes, or Google, whatever. And you could like buy whatever, like the Black Widow movie, or like whatever these movies that are coming out. Like poor Vin Diesel. Because I heard this was like a really good movie from someone. So, I don't think anyone's ever going to see it. It'll just come and go. I don't think they're going to be like, well, let's restart it in the theaters. I mean, it's like, oh my God, just think about how we've just been living our lives. This is the strange thing about coronavirus. Just to reiterate again what I was talking about before. We are living our lives, and all the things that connect each other. Even for me, like at the comedy show, like, going to the comedy club, all the people that work at the comedy club, all what it takes to have like 500-600 people at the comedy store at one time, 200 something in the original room, 300-400 in the main room, whatever in the belly room, and then the people that are walking around the hallways. You know, it's like every night for like the last year, it was like 400 to 500 people just at that place every single day. And then like all the servers and then like, you know, people come there, then they go home, and then they laugh, and all the things that are involved with it is just gone. People that like love to go, like I had that AMC, whatever the A list where you get to go to like 4 movies a week or 3 movies a week. You know, they sent a message saying like, don't worry, we suspended your account. You know, I had my health thing that I was doing. You know, I was going to this place called Next Health. It's in Century City. It's in Westwood. It's great preventative medicine stuff. I'm gonna be upfront and honest. Some of the stuff's a little pricey, but you know, it's about preventative medicine. Like I was worried about my own health because of my mom. I didn't want to get to a certain age, and you know, not that if it's genetic, then you know, it is what it is. But I wanted to prevent some of these things, like you know, work on inflammation. My testosterone is way up now. My my body fat is down. I'm actually down 25 pounds in body fat, if you can believe that. I know I still look fat, but I'm down to body fat. So now I got to just add a solid workout routine that I can start sculpting my body the way I want it to look. But I've been doing that by going to Next Health. I even got a food sensitivity test, and this shit blew my fucking mind. Food sensitivity test. Like you wouldn't even believe some of the things and that leads to inflammation, leads to like your belly hurting and fatigue and like, you know, sluggishness, and you don't know what it's coming from because it doesn't hit you right away. So I went to this place, I got this blood test, and I came back and I was like, what? Like I have a food sensitivity to eggs, onions, almonds, like 2 or 3 kinds of fish, seaweed. You know, I love sushi. There were some things on there that you go, oh, I thought that, like brown rice was another one of them. Brown rice I have a food sensitivity to. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, brown rice. So you go out and you think you're being healthy. You're like, yeah, give me the seaweed, give me the brown rice with the almond milk, give me the almond milk instead of, I can't have none of that shit. Coffee is another one. Like coffee I have a sensitivity to, so I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped eating eggs. I haven't stopped eating onions because a lot of the recipes that I get on this thing that I cook all the food, a lot of the things are onions. So I got to go in and like let them know like I can't have onions so they could change the recipes. But you know, it's crazy. Like you know, you wouldn't even know the things that you're sensitive to that could be causing issues. You know, we have this Western medicine idea that it's like we only go to the doctor when we're sick. You know, we think of medicine and medical as like as the cure as opposed to prevention, and some of that can be medical. Medical prevention is important, and some of you are already doing it. Like exercise is medical prevention. You know, because it's like the proper diet and that kind of stuff. So for me, it's just. You know, I'm trying to like get a regimen. Sleeping is another one, like sleeping at a certain time and waking up, like having the proper sleep. These are all things that are preventative techniques to help you be healthier in the long run. You know, it's like every time I go in there and I get my body scan and they weigh me and it's like, yes, it's like, you know, that's how you fight off cancer and all these kinds of things that come from, you know, we're poisoning ourselves. I must speak for me. I poison myself with just sugar and carbs and all the things that are so fucking delicious that we eat all the time. So maybe during this time of coronavirus, it's time to like really pay attention to your diet. Like I'm still going to have to go on walks. You know, they say you can walk by, you know, you can go by yourself. So I'm going to have to like go on a walk by myself because I still want to stay active. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've slimmed down a little bit. And if you know, you guys can tell me in the comments. You know, but it's just weird out here. You know. Oh my God, what are we doing, guys? What are you guys doing out there? Let me know in the comments. Like, how are you managing with your everyday, just everyday life? Like, what are you doing? You know, I hope we should like help each other out with like exercise techniques. You know, it's like going on the internet and going like YouTube, like quick 10-minute workout. Like if the internet goes down, it's gonna be anarchy. You know what I mean? Like that's the last line of defense right now of boredom. The last line is like freaking the internet, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff that we keep looking at, all that stuff that keeps us like connected. And it's like, you know what's funny is I'm realizing that's why I was talking about earlier about calling people and people calling me who've never called me before. It's weird how we thought we were so connected. You know, we thought we were so connected with our Instagram and our Snapchats and our, like, you know, when you talk to someone and they don't want to, oh, don't call me. You know, you can barely get anybody on the phone. Nobody wants to call. Nobody wants to FaceTime. And everybody wants to text. They want to be on their stupid apps and all this stuff. And now once the option of actually seeing people in person is taken away, now everybody's like, yo, hey man, what's going on? Hey, what are you doing? What's happening? Like Bobby Lee, he's calling me like every single day. He just calls, hey man, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, you know, it's like, we're just out there bored and we're thinking about like, oh, these are the people that I don't know when I'm going to see them again, you know? And it's like, all my comic friends are like, they were not young, you know, but we're not like the high at risk age, but it's still like, we ain't in our 20s and 30s either. You know, I would hate to see some of my good friends like get sick and then not recover, or just get sick and it's one of the bad cases, because some people have gotten like really sick. This is what I'm saying about the misinformation about it too. Like, what's going on out there? It's like, and this disease, this virus is a motherfucker because it doesn't affect children, very young people, right? And it seems to be, and then the healthier people in their 20s, they seem to be recovering. This shit is attacking people with immune diseases, respiratory problems, and old people. This shit feels like the purge, man. This feels like the earth is like, there's too many of you motherfuckers, and let me get rid of let me get rid of the weak. Let me get the weak and the ones that don't cherish the time they have here. Boom, let's hit them with this. It feels spooky, because right now, imagine if it was affecting children, we would have been done with the worldwide quarantine. We would have all been inside a month ago. My buddy Craig from Worst Fire Team, he was talking about this virus over a month ago. Over a month ago, we were online video games, and he just sounded like a crazy conspiracy theory guy. He was like, hey, you gotta watch out. This virus is serious. So, you know, it's going to get here. And, you know, and everybody was like, shut up, Craig. Well, actually, we should have listened, but, you know, who knew? Apparently he knew. So, and this is why, like, I don't know where he was getting his information from, but there is a subsection of society, like these people who are like online, but they're not online shopping. They're not online. They're deep in there looking at different news organizations, like finding that other deep, the bloggers and those people are the ones that got the real information out there. Cause like every time I turn on CNN, every time I turn on Fox, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Like, what is happening on this network, on these networks? It's like, how can they both be true? How can they both exist at the same time? Where like they're talking about the same thing. You know, I remember back in the day when like Katrina hit, and you would turn on CNN and they make you think that George Bush created Katrina in a lab. You know, that's the way they were talking about it. It was like, wow, shit, this guy, he can't do this. This is all his fault. Nothing's ready. Then you turn on Fox and it was just a completely different, that wasn't even the narrative at all. So I feel like, I hope that like the need for people to stay alive and be together and stay healthy overrides this political divide that has been going on. Maybe this is like exactly what we needed, you know, in terms of like, well, it's never what you need, but you know what I mean. In terms of like, you know, we need to stop, shut everything off, and look at your fellow neighbors, look at your brothers and sisters, look at your friends, your family, and be like, okay, what is truly important? Whew. I'm just saying, I hope this shit don't last long. I hope it don't last long, because I want to get out. I want to get out. I want to work. mean, thank God I'm a frugal motherfucker. So I'm a penny pincher. You know what I mean? I do some fun things for myself. You know what I mean? I got an electric car. You know, I got the Clipper tickets. But other than that, I stay frugal as hell. So I'm gonna be okay for a few months, maybe longer. But I know there's some people out there that are not. You're not gonna survive the way you think. So hopefully, you know, I heard Trump talking about some what do you call it? Some stimulus packages that they're gonna send out to everybody, get some money out there. But I don't know if it's gonna help. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. But I guess we're just hoping that this is not gonna last forever. All right, y'all. This is a quickie, a little 30 minute or so Riffin with Griffin quarantine special. You know, I don't know. I've been I'm cooking on Instagram, so follow me on there. I think I'm gonna start taping it with my good camera and then putting it on my podcast episodes too. Like, hey, look at this. After this, a recipe. Here's some chicken with something. You know, I don't know. Because while I'm inside, I'm trying to make as much content as I want. Well, you send me some ideas too. You know, I got someone. I want to do Q&As. I want to like actually talk to fans. I want to get you guys involved. I have the ability, like I said, to tape Skype calls. So I want to start doing that. And look, in closing, stay safe, guys. You don't know if you have it or not. The sucky part about this virus is there could be a 3 to 14 day incubation period. I hope I'm using the right terminology. It just means that you could have it and not show any symptoms for 2 weeks. And then while you don't have symptoms, you're also contagious. So yeah, you might be young and healthy and you might even have gotten it and already recovered from it. Who knows? That's another thing that I don't think everybody has the same level of sick when they get it. You know, it's like we heard Tom Hanks got it. Has he recovered? We haven't even heard about Tom Hanks. I'm telling you, we were teetering right there. If Tom Hanks is super, super sick and something happens to him, oh, heaven forbid, that's going to be the thing that's going to really shake everybody up. If you're not already shooken up enough, because Kevin Durant, Mitchell from Utah, a bunch of NBA players. They said 2 Lakers. They wouldn't say who. You know, so this is like, you know, those type of people are getting it. So stay safe. You know, keep everybody safe. Think about more than just yourself, and take care of yourself. Be healthy. Love your loved ones. I know it's going to be challenging out there right now, you know, with every relationship, especially if you're in a new relationship or less than 3 years and you are cooped up with somebody. You know, you are going to learn a lot about that relationship. Trust me, I'm dealing with it right now. I'm learning a lot about my relationship right now. But, you know, I think it's great. In the long run, it's going to be great because, you know, the love's going to shine through. And then we got to be here for each other through these trying times. So I have good feelings, and I'm sending out my thoughts and prayers to all the people that listen to Riffin with Griffin, all your loved ones, all your family members, all your friends and neighbors. I wish you all the best, and I'm going to be here giving you content just like this, sometimes somber like this, hopefully sometimes fun, and, you know, we will see where we go from here. But you know what? I don't normally end like this, but let me give you some more woo-woos on this coronavirus. So once again, y'all, thanks for listening to your favorite podcast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Riffin with Griffin. Be safe out there. Whoa, whoa, whoa.